If I were to start a fish farming today, I will start with tarpaulin pond. And why will I start with tarpaulin pond? Especially me as a beginner. In this video, I'll take you through 8 reasons why I think that tarpaulin pond is the best for beginners like you and I. I will not stop there. I will also give you some of the limitations of the tarpaulin pond. Then you weigh and you choose the one that is best for you. And before that, let me mention that my previous video was about concrete pond. Watch it out, watch this one, and compare the two. And you see the one that is going to be best for you, then you go in for that one. But let's move with tarpaulin now. The first has to do with low cost. As compared to the cost of constructing concrete pond, tarpaulin pond is the cheapest. In fact, just get your PVC line, get your PVC pipes or whatever, put it together, put it down, add your water, add your fish, boom, you are going. As easy as that. But concrete pond, you need to construct, cure, and those stuffs. It's not easy. So in terms of cost, tarpaulin pond costs lowest. It's easy. The second has to do with it is quick and easy to install. In fact, I can use an hour or less to install a tarpaulin pond, especially if you have sealed it already. And the sealing process too, within 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on the capacity of the pond. Just seal it, and when you're going to install it, oh, boom, an hour, 2, even less, 30 minutes, we are done. And when we go to install a fish farm, within an hour or 2, we are done. Because before you get to your farm, the pond is sealed already. It's as easy to install. But the concrete pond, you have to come, get your masons, dig your foundation, lay your bricks, plaster, and the most annoying part is taking 2 weeks or more to cure the farm or the pond. If not, it won't support the fish. It will kill the fish because of cement. But a poly pond is easy to install and you are good to go. The third reason is that it is portable and flexible. Portability has to do with you can always move it. It's mobile. It is easy to move my farm from one land to another. I just fold my tarpaulin, go erect it at another place, and I'm good to go. If I want to break in production, I can fold my tarpaulin, keep it down till when I need it. When I don't need it again, I can sell it out to others. But concrete pond, no. It is permanent and it is immobile, making it very, very difficult to move. The fourth reason is that tarpaulin pond is good for temporary and also emergency use. As if you have a big farm, concrete pond, earthen pond, whatever, you can have a tarpaulin pond as emergency pond or temporary pond. I said emergency because in the case that you want to quarantine your fish, you bring in new fish, you want to quarantine them before putting them in their permanent or their final place, you can just erect your tarpaulin pond, keep them for the quarantine days or period, move them there and fill your pond again. Or there's emergency in your farm, there's disease and you want to clean your pond entirely. You can quickly erect a tarpaulin pond, move all the fish inside there, do your cleaning and move them back there. That is emergency response. Tarpaulin pond is best for that. The fifth thing, which is also very important, is there's no way you will damage the land if you're using tarpaulin pond. Like concrete pond, you need to dig the ground and lay your foundation. You are damaging the land. And in case that you don't need it, you have to dismantle everything. This is causing damage to the land. But tarpaulin, oh, just come and what you just do is make sure that you have a level ground and you put it in and you're good to go. So that is it. The sixth one is that It is easier for maintenance and cleaning of tarpaulin pond than in concrete pond. Tarpaulin pond is easy to clean, easy to wash, and to maintain it. In fact, concrete pond, when the algae and the other dirt stain in them, when it stains in the edges and surfaces, and you are going to clean it, especially when it dries, that's when you will appreciate that it's not ever easy. The concrete pond too, tarpaulin pond too is like that, but it is far easier to clean and maintain. The seventh thing is that it is lesser risk of cracking. If there's a shake of the land, maybe some small crack in the land, it doesn't affect the pond because the pond is not, it's just on it, but the land is not holding the pond. If it's a concrete pond and there's a crack in the land, it will affect the pond too. But tarpaulin, no. The F1, which is the last one, is that you can put it in different shapes and varieties. In fact, before we come and install your pond, you can tell us the size of your land, and we can make the pond to fit that land. They give us the measurement. Oh, it's 12 by 10 feet, or it's 20 by, and that is it. We make it, we customize it, we shape it to fit in there. So when we are coming with a pond that is already made to fit the space that you have available. It's as easy as that. But concrete pond is never the case. You can easily even order a tarpaulin pond. But despite the 8 advantages and the reasons that I am choosing tarpaulin pond as a beginner, despite that, it doesn't mean that it has no limitations or disadvantages. I'll take you through some of the common disadvantages or limitations of tarpaulin pond. First is it is prone to wear and tear. Tarpaulin pond lasts shorter periods. Few years or months, it starts to leak, it starts to tear, and sometimes it even breaks down beyond repair, and you have to throw it away. But concrete pond can last longer, so it wear and tear easily. So the durability is lesser here. That is another one. It has short lifespan. You can just get out one day and your tarpaulin pond collapse. That's it. It collapses. If you're not lucky, all the fish are gone. Financial loss. Concrete pond, it wouldn't do that. Tarpaulin pond, if there's excessive sunlight, it affects it. The temperature change and it stress the fish. When the water is too cold too, it affects the fish because the coldness affects the pond as compared to concrete pond. These are some of the limitations. So if you are beginning as a beginner, you can start with tarpaulin. Then when you're going to set up your permanent and your big commercial farm, now you can think about constructing concrete pond. Thank you so much for watching. If you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you prefer tarpaulin pond and why? Or do you prefer concrete pond and why? Let me know. Thank you.